20 miles an hour after midnight. Chance of precipitation 80%. Monday, mostly cloudy. A chance of rain and snow in the morning. Highs in the lower 40s. North winds 5 to 10 miles an hour with gusts up to 25 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation 50%. Monday night and Tuesday, partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 30s. Highs in the lower 40s. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour with gusts up to 20 miles an hour. Tuesday night, partly cloudy until midnight, then becoming mostly cloudy. Lows around 30. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 40s. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour with gusts up to 25 miles an hour. Here is the latest offshore marine forecast. Gale warning, today, west to southwest winds 25 to 35 knots, becoming west to northwest 15 to 25 knots. Seas 7 to 12 feet. Rain. Tonight, northwest winds 15 to 25 knots, becoming north 10 to 20 knots. Seas subsiding to 5 to 9 feet. Friday, north winds 5 to 15 knots, becoming west to northwest. Seas subsiding to 3 to 6 feet. Friday night, south to southwest winds less than 10 knots, becoming south. Seas 3 to 4 feet. Rain. Saturday, east winds 20 to 30 knots, becoming north to northeast 25 to 35 knots. Seas 3 to 6 feet, building to 7 to 12 feet. Saturday night, north winds 25 to 35 knots, diminishing to 20 to 30 knots. Seas 8 to 13 feet. Sunday, northeast winds 10 to 20 knots, becoming east 10 to 15 knots. Seas 5 to 9 feet. Sunday night, east winds 15 to 25 knots, increasing to 25 to 35 knots. Seas 4 to 7 feet, building to 7 to 12 feet. Monday, east winds 25 to 35 knots, becoming north 20 to 30 knots. Seas 7 to 13 feet. Monday night, north to northwest winds 15 to 25 knots. Seas 7 to 12 feet. Here is the latest offshore marine forecast. Gale warning, today, southwest winds 20 to 30 knots, increasing to 25 to 35 knots early, then becoming west to northwest 15 to 25 knots. Seas 7 to 12 feet. Rain. Tonight, north to northwest winds 10 to 20 knots. Seas 6 to 10 feet. Friday, north winds 10 to 20 knots, becoming variable less than 10 knots. Seas subsiding to 4 to 7 feet. Friday night, south to southeast winds 5 to 15 knots, becoming southeast 10 to 20 knots. Seas subsiding to 3 to 5 feet. Rain. Saturday, south to southeast winds 20 to 30 knots, becoming west to southwest 25 to 35 knots. Seas 4 to 7 feet, building to 7 to 12 feet. Saturday night, north winds 20 to 30 knots. Seas 7 to 12 feet. Sunday, east to northeast winds 10 to 15 knots, becoming east 15 to 20 knots. Seas subsiding to 5 to 9 feet. Sunday night, east winds 20 to 30 knots, becoming east to southeast 25 to 35 knots. Seas building to 7 to 12 feet. Monday, west to northwest winds 20 to 30 knots. Seas 8 to 13 feet. Monday night, west to northwest winds 15 to 25 knots. Seas 7 to 12 feet. The Boston, Massachusetts climate summary for yesterday, December 30th, 2020. Yesterday's high temperature of 41 degrees occurred at 11:59 p.m. Yesterday's low temperature of 24 degrees occurred at 6:19 a.m. No precipitation fell yesterday, which leaves the monthly total at 5.57 inches. This is 1.89 inches above the normal amount of 3.68 inches for December. The total precipitation for the year still stands at 37.44 inches, which is 6.23 inches below normal. No snow fell yesterday, which brings the monthly total to 13.0 inches. The total snowfall since July 1st still stands at 17.3 inches. There were 32 heating degree days yesterday, which is 2 below normal. This brings the monthly total to 868, which is 34 below normal. The yearly total since July 1st is 1,755, 924, which is 177 above normal. The normal high temperature for today is 37 degrees, and the normal low is 24. The record high for today is 65, which occurred in 1932, and the record low is -8, which occurred in 1917. Sunrise today is at 7:13 a.m. and sunset is at 4:22 p.m. Here are 7 a.m. conditions across southern New England's coastal waters. Off the east coast of New Hampshire and Massachusetts, at Isle of Shoals Tower, the wind was west at 20 knots, with gusts up to 23 knots. At Boston Buoy, located 16 nautical miles east of Boston, the wind was west at 16 knots, with gusts up to 21 knots. Seas were 3